Good afternoon guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Tshidi Radebe, back on the screens once again. And you know, if I'm wearing this jacket, this is my favorite jacket, y'all. This is the jacket I bought for myself for my birthday, not this year, some time ago, and I absolutely love it. I wish you guys can see it. It's so pretty. It's like a suede like material. I love like neutral colors, you know, because they suit me. Look at that. Anyway, like Chizzy would say, when I'm wearing this jacket, you cannot talk to me anyhow, darling. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about oils and everything that you need to know, only because this is a highly requested video and I feel like it's only fair for me to have like an updated video on oils, because last year I recorded a video. It was basically telling you guys the best oils that you should use for low porosity hair. So today I want to teach you guys about oils that you should mix to make your own hair growth oil at home. Okay, all right. So I also want to thank the people that have bought the natural hair calendar. Please just make sure, just like as a side note, if you are trying to check out and you're experiencing problems, it is most likely that you are using a card that is not registered for online purchasing. So make sure that you're using the correct card so that your payment can go through. And also anyone can buy the calendar, guys. If you're in the UK, if you're in the US, if you're in Canada, if you're in Kenya, anywhere you are, you can actually buy the calendar, because it is a soft copy. It's a digital, it's like an ebook kind of vibes basically. So once your payment has went through and it is reflected on my side, it will be sent to you as an attachment via email. So just make sure that you are aware of that, and anybody can buy the calendar. To those who have bought the calendar, I think watching today's video, you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, that's what she spoke about. I saw that in the calendar, and be like, yes you did. But I'm basically going to be teaching you guys the importance of oils, carrier oil sealings, which ones are carrier oils, what are essential oils, how am I supposed to use them, should I add essential oils in my shampoo, what am I supposed to do? I got you, okay? So without any further ado, let's get right into today's video. Alright, so I'm gonna get a little bit technical, but stay with me, okay? Stay with me. So y'all need to understand that oils do not moisturize your hair, and I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. Anytime you're using an oil just on dry hair, it's just gonna sit on your hair. I promise it's not gonna do anything. You can experiment. Wash your hair, let it dry, use just an oil, and see what happens. Please report back with your feedback in the comment section. Let me know what happened, because trust me, your hair will not be moisturized. Here's what you need to do, okay? You first need to put some sort of leave-in or water. Also, just a side note, if you're still using water alone, boring, please add something to it. Add hibiscus to it, because it's a great moisturizer. Add fenugreek. It's actually a slow release of protein if you are suffering from breakage. Add that. Add aloe vera. It's a great humectant. So stop just using water alone if you can, okay? But if you're new to the natural hair game, it's okay. Just use water. It will do its work, okay? I promise. After you use your water or leave-in conditioner, you will use an oil. Only then you can say you're using an oil to moisturize your hair, because the two together are actually moisturizing your hair. But you can't say you're moisturizing your hair with just an oil. All right, so let's get into this. You have to make sure anytime you're using an oil to moisturize, now that we know what I mean when I say moisturize, you have to make sure that you're using a saturated and monosaturated oils. These are oils such as coconut oil, avocado oil, babasu oil, olive oil. Okay, these are oils that basically protect your hair from hydral fatigue, and hydral fatigue is basically the like excess water just getting into your hair. You don't want to have excessive water entering your hair during your wash day. That's why it's very important to prevent the stress that goes on between like the dryness and the wetness of your hair. And what I mean by that is, what happens is, if you start on dry hair like this and you just slap on water like that, the stress that it causes on your hair from it being straight to it shrinking, it can actually damage the elasticity of your hair. And that's what I mean when I talk about hydral fatigue. So you want to make sure that you're not getting excessive amount of water into your hair. You will get a good enough amount of water if you pre-poo, and make sure that you always pre-poo with a penetrative oil, with a saturated oil, with a monosaturated oil. You get what I mean? And these are oils such as coconut oil, and that's why I always stress that you guys have to pre-poo your hair before you just start shampooing, okay? So just make sure that that's that's like done. All right, the oils that I just mentioned, these are also carrier oils. These are oils that, except coconut oil, like I know some of y'all don't like coconut oil, especially me, because it leaves my hair crispy, but just make sure that you're using things like avocado oil is great. You can use an avocado as a carrier oil if your hair does not like something as heavy as castor oil. Then I want to move into polyunsaturated oils, hemp seed oil, sunflower oil, and these oils are meant to protect your hair. These are oils that you can use after you use your saturated oils, okay, your penetrative oils. And polyunsaturated are your protective oils, so don't get it confused. All right, and then anytime somebody mentions carrier oil, just think of a oil that is heavy enough to basically carry an essential oil. So now we're going to move into essential oils. Essential oils are the bad bees, okay, like I don't want to say the word, but they're the bad, okay, that make your hair grow. Okay, like if you do not trust me on this, test it out for yourself and come back. All you gotta do is take, let's say for example, you take avocado oil, add a little bit of peppermint oil, massage that, moisturize your scalp, you're good to go, honey. Never, and hear me out, hear me loud when I say this, never ever in your life use essential oils directly on your hair. You have to dilute them, because if you don't, imagine taking tea oil and just slapping it onto your hair like that. That will burn your scalp, honey. Don't do that to yourself. So make sure that if you want to use essential oils, you're diluting them with something. Now here's a trick. If you're somebody that's struggling with getting a good shampoo, or you're struggling with dryness or like an itchy scalp and all that kind of stuff, add a little bit of peppermint oil or lavender oil or rosemary oil into your shampoo and thank me later. Thank me later. So I want to talk to you guys about some of the essential oils, because you must remember essential oils are multi-purpose. And if you've bought the natural hair calendar, then you know there's a specific block in the natural hair calendar that I spent so much time on, because I wanted to make sure that I give you guys as much information as possible. And it basically shows you things like how to use onion oil, for example. You can use it in your shampoo, and this and this and that and that, because they're multi-purpose. Then it's not just me saying, oh, lavender oil, because you can easily take lavender oil, put it, just throw it in some water and spray it around, and it will just make you calm. So it's not just for your hair, it's not, you can use it for lots of things. So they're multi-purpose, okay? And you don't necessarily always have to use the essential oils themselves. You can get an actual herb, okay? You can get the rosemary herb, infuse it in a carrier oil and just use that on your hair, or you can infuse it in water and use it as a rinse. You get what I mean? Or you can use essential oil drops, put them in water and use that as a rinse. You don't always have to think DIYs are these like time-consuming techniques and methods that you have to use. No, you can literally just take the easy way out and just use essential oils. I mean, they're very, very potent, so there's no need for you to feel left out anytime I do DIYs and I'm actually using the herb itself, like thyme, for example. You can just get thyme oil if it exists somewhere, just use that, okay? So I want to talk to you guys about the oils that have actually been proven to grow your hair, which are rosemary oil. Make sure you're getting the correct stuff, okay? Rosemary oil, pumpkin seed oil, lavender oil, peppermint oil, tea tree oil, and lemongrass. You can actually tell if you have been using the July box, the Nguni Botanicals, you will see that she takes what I'm talking about and put it like in her products. She doesn't just use water as a mist, she uses hibiscus with mint, and that's the spray that she uses on her hair, kind of vibes, you know? And that's what I'm trying to also teach you guys, that don't overcomplicate it, but also try to include as much natural ingredients as possible in your hair regimen. You guys must let me know if you want me to teach you how to make your own mist at home or make your own hair growth oil at home, okay? But just make sure you take what I'm saying in this video, you also take the natural hair calendar, and you also take my last year's video on the best oils for low porosity, and you basically do your research and see what your hair needs. Because I can't say to you, oh, okay, I know you personally and I know you're suffering from, for example, dryness. So first of all, if you're suffering from dryness, that means your hair is looking dull and like dusty, you know? Make sure that you are adding sweet almond oil, because y'all always compliment me like the shininess of my hair. That comes from sweet almond oil. To protect your hair from the sun, the UVA and whatever, make sure that you use grapeseed oil. So those are the things. I cannot specifically say do this, do that, do that. You are the one who knows your hair, and if you've bought natural hair calendar, that's when I can help you actually, because I will be able to know where your hair is at, and I'll be able to say, okay, I suggest that you mix this oil, that oil, add a little bit of these essential oils, and also include this essential oil in your shampoo, and you should be good to go. You get what I mean? So it's not a, you know, one product for everyone kind of vibes, but you have to make sure that you're customizing things so that they work out for your specific needs. So you guys must let me know 2 things. If you want me to, actually just one, if you want me to dedicate an entire video on just essential oils, let me know. Comment essential oils in the comment section and I will definitely do that. And I know I owe you guys a herbal video, herbs and spices and all kind of stuff. I'm so sorry y'all, but I will get into it. I'm back. Tshidi's back. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching this far. Please make sure that you have bought your natural hair calendar. I will be hosting the masterclass towards month end, just you know, fixing a few things, making sure that y'all, the giveaway is ready for all of y'all. Yes, so make sure that you guys are buying the natural hair calendar, and I'll definitely see you guys in my next video. I had so much fun shooting this. I don't know why. I think it's this jacket. Okay, bye y'all.